you're here.
Thank you.
So grateful. F Awards. We opened this up out of a crazy whim, and after explosions of numbers and everything, it is absolutely apparent that people adore you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I just kind of want to give our viewership a definition of who Sue Bryce is. I mean, tell us just a little bit about you, and if you wouldn't mind, tell us about you in 2012. Let's start from there.
I'm a portrait photographer, so I'm not that interesting.
Sue.
Really not that interesting.
I think you are. So portrait photographer. Yeah?
I started out in the glamour industry when I was 18, and then it died, and I just stayed in wedding and portrait for most of my 20s, and all of my 20s, sorry. And then I just thought I just kept glamour photography alive on just a little tiny thread, even when it was so out of fashion you weren't allowed to say it. And then I just, you know, was never recognized in any way, shape or form. In fact, criticized more than recognized. But I didn't ever stop doing what I love doing, even though people said you shouldn't do it. And then I turned 30 and I started to grow up and want to make money and have a business. And I started my business when I was 33, and that was in 2003. And 2002, and I just thought I don't want to do anything but glamour photography, so I just modernized it. And even then there was so much stigma around it, and I fought just constantly against the stigma in the industry, but in the public they fell in love with my brand once, and I couldn't tell people what glamour photography was. I had to show them. So I just kept taking really great pictures so that people would just be convinced that it was back. And it took me 10 years to bring it back, and now so many people are embracing it, and I don't even believe that it's, yeah. So the first 20 years of my 23 years, I feel like I was criticized and maybe, you know, and now it's kind of, everyone celebrates it, and it's weird.
It is.
So
all
here I am.
paid off, if I do say so myself. I adore your work.
Thank you.
We are so privileged to have you here.
Thank you.
I think that you're a beautiful person, and you make women feel beautiful.
Thank you.
And one day, if you could make me feel that beautiful, I would adore it.
I would love to.
But what I think is interesting is the amount of people that have, not only for our show, have written to see you and to see a different side of you. They want to see you on shows. They want to see, you know, framed awards. Thousands and thousands of nominations for you in multiple categories.
Wow.
And I just kind of want to dive right into it, if you don't mind me. So people, when we first opened it up, they said, we asked them to nominate the photographer of their choice, who they believe is the most influential voice in the industry during the duration of the 2012 calendar year. Not only do they exemplify an inspiring portfolio with increased innovations and ideas, but they are the example for good ideas, inspiring innovations, and educating the masses. And with over 170,000 total nominations to the F Award categories and more than 400,000 international votes, on behalf of F Network, Framed Awards Committee, White House Custom Color, and Flern, we would love to not only give you a nomination for the top 10 beauty and glamour photographers of 2012, but we also want to award you as the most influential photographer of 2012.
Wow. Okay.
And I am so moved by you. I really am, and everything that you have done for this industry and through different media outlets. I am amazed by you.
Wow.
And I watched you on the Today Show, and you are beautiful, and what you have done for Jill. Like, talk about a crazy 2012. And no one deserves this award more than you. So I would love to give this to you.
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just soak it in, and please know that you deserve it. And this wasn't just us, this was your fans, this was your colleagues and photographers, and we adore you.
Thank you so much. It's just crazy.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Can I get a picture with you?
Sure, yes, you can.
My name is Amber Conger, and I'm a metal sculptor. I build everything from jewelry to trophies to monumental scale public art. Someone from the Frame Network contacted me about doing custom trophies for the upcoming F Awards, and I said, yeah, of course, I'd love to make something really cool for you guys. Well, yeah, we did start out with the idea of the camera lenses and antique parts and stuff like that, but when the numbers kept climbing, it became pretty clear that we couldn't do that. That was going to be way too time consuming. So basically I wanted to create something that looked really cool, but that we could cut from one single piece. So I liked the idea of actually making a frame for the Framed Awards. Well, it started with a messy sketch of mine, and I gave it to my drafter, and he put the design into the computer. Then we take that to a fabrication shop, and they actually cut the flat pieces by a computer-aided plasma cutter. And then they stick it in a machine that makes the bend. It's really quick and easy. And then they give them back to me, and I get to do all the cleanup work and the polish and put the plaques on. When I got into metal work, I already had a small business for faux finishing and whatnot. That's what I did before. And when I made the leap over into sculpture and whatnot, I wanted to kind of start over. So I wanted a new name, kind of a new brand, I guess, to start with. And it probably took me a year of of thinking about it and mulling it over and whatnot to come up with the right name. And the refinery thing basically comes from the thought of oil refineries, factories, industrial scale manufacturing, stuff like that. For some reason, those sorts of buildings, silhouettes, they really appeal to me. And I also like the idea that, you know, I'm taking things, and maybe they're things from the scrapyard or things that somebody else threw away, and I put a new, well, I refine them into something else. When the Frame Network approached me to make custom awards, I was really, really excited, and I wanted to create something really, really special that reflects the creativity and the individuality of the photographers that will be taking these awards home. And I think we accomplished that. I'm really excited about what we came up with, and I hope they'll be excited to take them home.